behalf of our staff, I welcome you here, and students, we're going to celebrate your great accomplishments. And then tomorrow at 2:18, you don't have to listen to me anymore, we'll send you on the next step of your journey. So I think that's everything that we needed to do. What I'm going to ask you to do, because we're going to start tonight the same way we start every day, I'm going to ask Carter Kahn to come up front with me. I'm going to ask everybody, wherever you are, to stand up, face back there, put your hand over your heart. And Carter is going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Mrs. Smith.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Nick, if you don't know me, and I am the Student Council Advisor. If I can let my student council members come on up front. Right here. So the purpose of Student Council is to promote unity among the students of LVMS. Members do this by being responsible leaders inside and outside of the classroom. Although this year has been different, these 8th grade students have still exemplified this purpose. They've been leaders in planning activities such as Spirit Week, Teacher Appreciation Week, and the Valentine Carnation Sale. Thank you for all of your help, and good luck in high school. And our members this year were Claire Waits, Madeline Todick, Abby Glancy, and Haley Small.
Hi everyone, I'm Debbie Furman and I'm the National Junior Honor Society Advisor. About 2 weeks ago, we inducted 48 new members into the National Junior Honor Society, and so I'd like for you all to come up front and try to squeeze together again. The National Junior Honor Society was founded in 1929 in order to recognize and encourage academic achievement among middle school students while also developing other characteristics that are essential to all good citizens. The National Junior Honor Society promotes recognition for students who reflect outstanding accomplishments in the area of scholarship, character, leadership, citizenship, and service. The young people standing before you certainly excel in those areas. So my wish for all of you as you move on to high school is that you would commit yourself to your learning, serve for the benefit of those in need, lead by going forward when others hesitate, work together to improve the lives of your fellow citizens, be in reality what you wish to appear to others. I just want to read the names of this year's members. Sam Cooperrider, Cameron Sofer, Carter Sofer, Tucker Thompson, Ellie Wells, Adeline Weingardner, Riley Lohr, Abby Glancy, Anthony Blizzard, Jace Carson, Hannah Beresford, Sierra Dolan, Rachel Gams, Marissa Graham, Michaela Bennett, Kendall Tucker, Jamie Nelson, Kaya Glancy, Brock Watson, John Clark II, Connor Paul, Serena Stevens, Chloe Woodford, Kaden Deloney, Maddie Kidd, Jalea Stallmaker, Colton Cheney, Cody Coker, Jacqueline Geisler, Avery Williams, Allie Conaway, Luke Conaway, Evan Lichtenauer, Sam Busick, Mandos Hayes, Bryson Spray, Chloe Barsati, Carly Decker, Elizabeth Corns, Maya Sensenball, Elsa Shaw, Lacey Lewis, Aubrey Wells, Evan Roberts, Augie Conley, Maya Wright, and Emily Higgins. Congratulations to all of you. Okay, well, I'm Mrs. Stafford, and I am the Leo Club advisor. And we are an organization sponsored by the Licking Valley Lions Club, and our motto is short and sweet, and that is we serve. And so, as a service club, we have not let the pandemic stop us. We have done all that we can to help our little corner of the world. Helping these young adults find the joy in service is what being a Leo is all about. We have learned to serve in many ways. We have shown our support to causes, such as Carrie's Cause, which is a walk for children with battling cancer. We have done trunk or treat with the Lions Club. We give our time to make the world and our school beautiful. We jazzed up the parking lot with activities. Unfortunately, that was a learning experience, and we had fun with that, though. We planted trees on the Walk of the Valley Memorial that's just down over the hill. The elementary got a little bit of love from us with some handprints on a wood rain barrel. And then, of course, raising funds through blessings bags for the Vertical 196, being elves for the Food Pantry Network, and lots of other stuff that I probably can't all remember. So these kids have been busy this year despite our restrictions, and I'm going to go ahead and call them up. And then I have a couple other special awards to give also. So here we go. Coming up, Evan Lichtenauer, Rachel Gams, Evan Roberts, Cameron Sofer, yes, stay please, stay. Julia Stallmaker, Allie Conway, Camden Walker, Alec Dillard, Luke Conway, Sophia Stokes, Michaela Bennett, John Clark II, Maya Wright, Marissa Graham, Peyton Gant, Cody Kocher, Cody Hazen, Carter Sofer, Sierra Dolan, Alexis Carver, Aubrey Wells, Sydney Rickett, Gavin Parks, oh yes, start lining up that way. Gavin Parks, Emily Higgins, Mason Hornbeck, Sam Busick, Connor Miles. So this is one of my biggest clubs. I've been an advisor for 14 years, and this is only a third of the Leo Club. So I think that speaks volumes for their hearts for service. Hopefully it means they like me just a little bit. The jury's still out on that. A couple of special awards. First, we did this year a vote, and voted Leo Club president is Evan Lichtenauer, and he will be receiving his Leo Club pin. So Evan Lichtenauer, come forward, Mr. President. And then of course, we all know that, we get the job done. So we always said she was kind of, she called herself vice president, and she's very responsible, and she's been a great big help. She did win second in the vote, and I think she's earned the spot. So Madam Vice President Rachel Gams. And you have also and then we have a special surprise for you, Madam Vice President. Did you write a speech? They have a little gift for the school that they would like to show.
Today I'm speaking on behalf of the entire Leo Club when I say the relationships formed throughout this club are ones that last a lifetime. I would like to thank Mrs. Stafford for all your hard work and dedication to the members. Now the 8th grade Leo Club would like to present to you our Legacy Project, which is an upgrade from our broken laundry basket, a brand new ball box for the playground equipment here at Licking Valley Middle School.
like to recognize tonight my SWAT students who make my day and my work so much easier. If you come up when I call your name, Peyton Vance, John Clark, the second, Sierra Dolan, Elsa Shaw, and Colter Little.
Mrs. Stafford, I want to thank you and the Leo Club for that donation. I do want you to know that the Beery family donated the first ball receptacle, which was a broken laundry hamper. But my presentation to the school was much shorter. Actually, I think I did a speech. It was just to me. But no, thank you very much. That's awesome. We will put that to great use. Mr. Atkins and I are very blessed. We have two rock star office aides that I know Mrs. French and Mrs. Sandman greatly appreciate, just as Mr. Atkins and I do. So I am going to recognize them. We have a little token of our appreciation. I would like Avery Williams and Betty Jan Hartbarger to come forward.
Good evening, I'm Johnny Goodflesh. I'm the librarian here at Licking Valley Middle School, and I'd like to recognize 9 students who have been members of the library student crew. These students have participated in the day-to-day activities of the library, helping me out. They have promoted reading and literacy through various activities, including scholastic book fairs, and they have participated in community service by selecting a book, creating lessons, and teaching that lesson at Flying Colors Public Preschool. That was their favorite activity, and unfortunately we couldn't do that this year. I'd like to call, first of all, the members of the library student crew who have served for all 3 years here at Licking Valley. First, I'd like to recognize Bella Compton, Carly Decker, Hayden Galoni, Kaya Glancing, Bryson Spray, and Serena Stevens. These are our 3-year members. Our 2-year members, Kendall Tucker, Hannah Watts. And last but not least, our 1-year member, Mr. Caleb Fowler. And thank you, student crew members. I'm very proud of you.
Good evening to everyone. My name is Leanne Fickus, and I'm one of the 2nd grade science teachers. My colleague Becky Shields was unable to attend tonight, so I'll be presenting for her. And instead of doing something that's directly connected to academic achievement, I would say what I value at least equally would be enthusiasm and dedication to the subject matter. So the Science Excited Award winners really exemplify that. Here's a very quick story. Do you all know the Bishop boys like Brandon and Brody? So Brody was a little like, how do I say it, hyper maybe? And he let his science excitement be known to everybody. He's an outdoorsman, he would make all kinds of connections to the real world with our curriculum. He got a Science Excited Award last year. I saw his older brother Brandon, and like just last summer, and he's like, why didn't I get one? And he was honestly like asking, do you guys understand if you kept it hidden, like you
this year and always is willing to offer a response, ask a good question. Alex Diller, Science Excited. This is another gentleman that is just like Alex in that he's quick to answer, has good questions. Carter Kahn, try to hold your applause. I know it's Carter Kahn. Next up. So this lady, she revealed to me early on in our environmental studies that she had a passion for it. I can truly see her doing a career in this area. Rising Lord, Science Excited, get up here today. Just great respect for the learning process, is quick to revise if necessary, and you can tell really loves to learn. Haley Small, I'm not sure she's here tonight. Okay, this gentleman asked to borrow a pH paper, I'm not making this up, so he could test the pH of his urine at home. I am pleased to report that he has a neutral pH. Ty Walker. Someone that I know is going to pursue a career in paleontology, Brandon Sloan. Was remote for a lot of the year, but when he came back to us, Charlie Facemeyer was on Science Fire. This lady has a green thumb for plants, and she has an enthusiasm for learning. Jess Wilson. Jessica, are you here tonight, kiddo? So conscientious and kind, also enthusiastic for science, is Bella Compton. This young man is the third block version of Carter Kahn. He will answer questions, is always paying attention. Tucker Thompson. So fourth block knows this young man as Professor Conaway, because no joke, I think that Luke has science teacher potential. I mean it. Get up here, Professor Conaway. Our next Science Excited Award goes to a student who was remote for a little bit, and just like Charlie, was on Science Fire the whole time he was face-to-face. Cole Chaney. An enthusiasm for that. I like to learn. For a teacher of middle schoolers, that's huge. Mariah Davis, Science Excited. We only have 2 more Science Excited awards left before I present for Mrs. Shields. Mason Coffinball, kiddo, you have great one-on-one conversations with Science Excited. And this was my easiest decision of all. And if you are in third block with this young man, you know that he wants to know every day just how far we're going to get in the lesson. He was the absolute best Juan Tunio character. Who's in third block and knows just who I'm talking about? Go ahead and say his name. Andrew Legault, Science Excited. Okay, so I don't have delightful commentary really for Mrs. Shields Awards except for this one. He thinks his rocket beat mine. Sam Busick, Science Excited Award. Also receiving Science Excited Award from Mrs. Shields, Peyton Van. Casey Taylor, Science Excited from Mrs. Shields. I'm sure you were very enthusiastic. Maya Prince, Science Excited from Mrs. Shields. Teaches 2 classes, so she has less total to pick from. Lincoln Wiseman, Science Excited. shows her historian award, and so she wanted me to say this. This award is given to those students who show an elevated interest in history. They're always asking questions, eager to learn more, and they also try to see things from another perspective. Her historian awards, and then Mr. Hageman will have some for himself, go to, Lucas Collins, science excited and historian. Alexis Carter, Mr. Shields has selected you as the enthusiastic historian. And this is a repeater, both science and history excited, Ty Walker. And now I'm going to go in this room.
I'm Mike Hageman, and I have the pleasure of teaching your students American history, and they truly love American history. This first award I'm giving is known as the Excellence in History Award. This is for students that maintain a 3.8 or higher for the entire year, and that's tough to do, but they did. So I'm going to call several names here, so just kind of hold your applause to the end. Cody Kocher, Evan Lichtenauer, Isabella Rayner, Tucker Thompson, Aubrey Wells, Jessica Wilson, Michaela Bennett, Jace Carson, Allie Conaway, Luke Conaway. I think he cheated off the Allie. Lacey Lewis, Avery Williams, Chloe Woodford, Chloe Barsotti, Abby Glancy, Marissa Graham. Pretty sure this next one cheated off of Allie too. Cam Walker. Allie, thanks for helping these folks up. Brock Watson. Hannah Beresford. Jacqueline Geisler. Connor Paul. Elsa Shaw. Brandon Sloan. Callie Black. Austin Breen. And Kaylee Musser. Those were all 3.8s or higher for the entire year. Wow. Now this next award here, we call it the Historian Award, and the reason we call it the Historian Award, they may not have excelled all the time academically, but just like Science Excited, they had a true interest and desire to learn American history, asked great questions a lot of times, and showed a real interest in the subject. So I've got several of these that I felt were deserving, so we'll call a lot of names. Again, kind of hold your applause till they're all done. Hannah Beresford, Anthony Blizzard III. Get my fingers working here. Sam Music. Carter Kahn, Sam Cooperite, Jacqueline Geisler, Jaden Householder, Sydney Rickett, Connor Paul, Elsa Shaw, Brandon Sloan, Carter Sofer, Chloe Barsotti, Kendall Tucker, Claire Wiggs, Abby Clancy, Coulter Little, Cameron Soper, Michael Perez, Marissa Graham, Cameron Soper, Cam Walker, Brock Watson, Lincoln Wiseman, Sawyer Bell, Michaela Bennett, Aiden Brinker, Jace Carson, Mason Poppenball, Kaya Glancy, Colton Cheney, Allie Conaway, Luke Conaway, Charlie Facemeyer, that's okay. Lacey Lewis, J.C. Nethers, Gavin Parks, Briar Peril, Shauna Walburn, Avery Williams, Daisy Anna Harbarger, don't look so surprised, Chloe Woodford, Hayden Deloney, Peyton Gant, Zach Parr, Evan Lichtenauer, Cody Kocher, Tucker Thompson, Ryan Stumbo, Jessica Wilson, Olivia Gensler, Zeke Rickett, Janaea Cherry, Augie Conley, Tanner O'Reilly, and Aubrey Wells.
Which is probably really the best class that you could take, but anyhow, a lot of people disagree with that. We broke our awards down into a few different sections to try to recognize kids for, in middle school language arts, we encompass a lot of areas, and the kids will tell you that, from reading to writing to vocabulary acquisition, grammar, editing, publishing. So we kind of broke our awards down, not in all those categories, I don't want to scare you, but we have kids that excel in maybe all of those, or kids that really excel in different areas. So we're going to start with our reading awards, and they take a reading map test at the beginning of the year. They love to do it. Then we, you know you do. Then we check in again with them in the middle of the year, and then we check in again at the end of the year. So what Ms. Lang and I have done is that we have prepared awards for students who met their reading target for the end of the year, and we also have some students who surpassed their reading goal by like 2 or 3 years, which is phenomenal. So I'm going to start with mine, Alexis Carter, if she's in the house. Augie Conley, Jaden Crothers, Emma Davis, Sophia Dunn, Cheyenne Hadaway, Brendan Hill, Jaden Householder, who also can hit a really mean wiffle ball, I noticed today, Lily Moyer, Connor Paul. I love that he did that. Maya Prince. Bella Renard. Maddie Todak. Hannah Watts. And Emily Wills.
Okay, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Susan Lane. I'm one here at the Language Arts Department. The following students are my students who made 2 or more years of grade level growth in their reading map test this year. Grace Cunningham, Chloe Farsadi, Riley Moore, Lacey Lewis, Sam Cooperrider, Janaea Cherry, Colton Cheney, Charlie Facemeyer, Anthony Blizzard III, Abigail Sims, Brady Cromer, Carly Decker, Bailey Wetzel, Callie Morris, and lastly, I'd like to give a special recognition to a young man who not only earned the highest reading map score in the 8th grade this school year, but now holds the title for the highest reading map score in my 9 years of teaching. Please join me in congratulating Sam Busick, who scored a 262. And I just want to say that the data chart for K through 12 education does not even go that high. So it's literally off the chart. Congratulations, you guys.
Okay, and I will leave the reading category, but before I do that, I wanted to recognize what I personally call the 230 Club. And if you have a 230 in reading or higher, you basically are at the 12th grade and higher reading level. It just doesn't go past that. And I have a few students that hit that. Miss Emma Davis has a 230 Reading Club award. Zeke Rickett has a 230 Reading Award. Connor Paul, this like amazed me. Because you just act like reading kills you. And you, I mean, now that I know you, I wish I knew you had this, I'm sorry. It's like, Brock Watson. Kenna White. Kenna White, by the way, is the highest reading level in my classroom at a 238. Miss Emily Wills and Mr. Lincoln Wiseman. Lincoln, you were second at a 235. So, I'm proud of you. Highest math score I've seen. Okay, so we're going to roll into writing. Thank you. Congratulations to you guys. You're awesome. I love it. All right, we're going to roll into writing awards, and I'm going to call this outstanding writing, and as a language arts teacher, this can fall in several categories. The first one meaning that when you turn your work in, I hardly had to edit. The work was turned in, the writing mechanics were incredible, and we could just grow from there. Some of these students are excellent descriptive writers or creative writers. They have a gift, just a true gift. A lot of them use really rich vocabulary, and you sit and you read it, and it's like, wow, they're in 8th grade. So there are students that we want to recognize for that, because it is incredible, and it's going to be an asset going forward into your high school years. Abigail Clancy, please come forward. Incredible writer. Cheyenne Hathaway. Writing mechanics that are outstanding. Landon Johnson. Awesome writer. Taylor Phoenix. Always look forward to reading what she turns in. One of my most creative writers that will pull you into a story is Bella Renard. It is a talent that she has. Tucker Thompson, I wish he was here. That guy can write. Maddie Todak. Kendall Tucker. Diana Turner. I'm not sure if somebody's writing his work for him, but Camden Walker, who I found out today also has moves on the dance floor. And Isabella Wells, beautiful writer. And another really creative writer that does not give herself enough credit is Kenna White. And Emily Wills, outstanding.
And I hear all of the lovely things that she has said. My outstanding writers are Layla O'Brien, Sophia Stokes, Chloe Woodford, Sam Busick, Shauna Walburn, Austin Breen, Kinsley Brayler, Jacob Bowen, Samantha Sheets, Abigail Sims, Parker Gallagher, Jacqueline Geisler, Daisy Hardbarger, Jace Carson, Emily Higgins, and I'd like to give a special writing recognition to these last two students. They took our narrative writing assignment and made it their own. Rather than writing a traditional short story, they decided to write plays, which included character development, dialogue with acting directions, and lighting and stage direction, which is something I've never seen before, and was very impressed. Both scripts were thoughtfully executed and exceptionally written. Please join me in celebrating Elsa Shaw and JC Nethers.
All right, I promised only 2 more awards sections. This section that we're going to do is called publishing. And so in language arts, one of the things that we're responsible for is preparing you to publish your work that will hopefully help you in your job in the future. These are students that have an ability to take their writing and put some type of visual presentation with it, whether it's a Google slide presentation, artwork. They just have this entire talent built inside, and I've seen some beautiful things from these kids. Cheyenne Hathaway, come back up. Macy K. Hiley, who is new to our school and awesome actually with her. Maya Prince. Miss Bella Renard. Maddie Todak. And Diana Turner. Well done, ladies.
Thank you, Ms. Green. And my publishing awards ladies that just are sitting down. Do you have any? Oh, come on. We're all good. Sorry. My publishing awards go to Kinsley Brayler, Sierra Dolan, JC Nethers, Marissa Graham, Jessica Wilson, Ty Walker, Michaela Smart, Rachel Gams, Jace Carson, Hannah Beresford, Anthony Blizzard, Janaea Cherry, Riley Lohr, Courtney Mitchell, Adeline Weingardner, Haley Small, Kaylee Musser, Sophia Stokes, Chloe Barsadi, Avery Williams, Caden Deloney, Sierra Stevens, Allie Conaway, Michaela Bennett, and Austin Breen.
pass the mic over to Ms. Morehouse. I just have a couple of these, and these are students that I just had to take a minute to recognize because they walked into my classroom and I know they were not really thrilled about language arts. Well, they let it be known right up front. And so but as the year progressed, these kids really had a hidden love for language arts. They were the ones that when you read a story had the best questions and just asked you endless questions, made inferences, really came in the room excited, like, are we reading again today? And they're just kids that I felt were reluctant to language arts and just opened their hearts to it. And we really felt a need to have a word like science excited. So the language arts department's been working all day on what to call it.
So we're calling it Enthusiastic Language Arts Learner Award. And Garrett Quilligan, I wish you were here because I'd love you to come down. He has a hidden love for language arts and I know it. I know it. Wyatt Johnson, who acts like he doesn't even care about my class, but I know he loves reading. And Mason Meredith. Mason, I know you love language arts. You do.
And my Enthusiastic Language Arts Learner Awards go to Bella Compton, Caleb Fowler, Jessica Wilson, Callie Morris, Landon Neighbors, and Evan Lichtenauer. And last but not least, I do want to recognize Kara Sachetti. Kara just moved to Valley 3 weeks ago and she jumped right into our class novel, going above and beyond my expectations for a new student, especially at the end of the school year. So congratulations, Kara. Thank you.
I'm Danette Morehouse. I am the final third of the 3 language arts teachers for the 8th grade, and I teach one section of language arts. I'm going to start out by recognizing my students who either met or exceeded their MAP goal for the year, and that would be Briar Perrell, Ty Thompson, Chase Vermillion, Sawyer Bell, and Olivia Gensler. And then I too have a couple of specialized awards. I actually have 3 that I would like to give for to some outstanding students in some other areas. And so the first one that I want to start with has to do with our vocabulary for the year. And as a building, at the beginning of this year, all of the language arts teachers in our department started a new vocabulary program, and it was called Wordly Wise. And weekly, week after week, I had one particular student who consistently not only did well, but I would hear him using these new words across all of his academic classes and pointing them out when he heard them and using them in his writing. And so for that, for vocabulary excellence, I would like to recognize Andrew Nichols. My next certificate goes to a student who absolutely loves to read aloud. And if you know your 8th graders, they don't love to read aloud in front of all their peers in their classes. But this student consistently did, and did it well. And so for someone who had enthusiasm to volunteer to read out loud, that goes to Carson Proud. And my final specialized award is not necessarily academic related, but it is more human related. And so we had a student in our class this year that was constantly, consistently talking to me throughout the year about, we called him our party planner. He was wanting to do special activities with his classmates, and he would take his allowance and buy them prizes if they could win in the activities that he came up with for them to do. And he's always helping us as adults out, and he has no idea how much that even means to us as adults and teachers when somebody just does something really small to help out in the classroom. And so I've called this one well, let me preface it by saying Mr. Beery has given us a theme, to be the good, and that really resonates with us. And so I've called this my Striving to Be the Good Award, because he is just a good human being, and that goes to Ryan Stumbo.
I'm also going to give out some math awards based on math testing. A typical year's growth from beginning of the year to the end for an 8th grader is about 5 points. And the award I'm going to be giving out is students who far surpass that year's worth of growth on their math test. Kenna White, increasing by 9 points for the year. Austin Ginsler, 10-point improvement. Cheyenne Hadaway, 10-point improvement. Olivia Ginsler, 11 points. Briar Perrell, 11 points. Brady Cromer, 12 points. Connor Paul, 12 points. This student has taken some heat tonight for cheating. You can't cheat on a math test. Camden Walker, 13 points. Owen Hottinger, 14 points. Maya Simpsonball, 14 points. Charlie Facemeyer, increasing by 16 points for the year. Mariah Root, is she here? 17 points. I did have to buy her Subway though, but she increased 17 points. Maya Prince, 17 points. Hannah Watts, 17. Abby Glancy, 18 points. And my highest growth getter from beginning of the year to the end, he does not know this, Andrew Nichols, 19 points.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Engineer, and I'm also the other 8th grade math teacher, and I'm basing my awards here on the math score also. And like Mrs. said, these people went above and beyond. So I start out with Kinsley Brewer, Sam Busick, Mariah Davis, Sierra Dolan, Savannah Farmer, Peyton Gant, Katie Maloney, Zach Hart, Landon Johnson, Brody Lambert, Colson McIntyre, Gavin Parks, Michael Perez, Gunnar Smith, Ellie Wells, Avery Williams, Trevor Zigacek. These last three are the ones that really impressed me the most. Maddie Kidd went up 17 points. Ali Conaway, you went up 18 points. Landon Neighbor, you went up 19. Thank you very much. Great job on your math score.
To say that this was a challenging academic year for many students is an understatement, but the following students displayed exceptional academic stamina, performance, communication, and commitment to learning as online students. They rarely missed a deadline, produced top-notch work, communicated well with their teachers, and thrived in their digital learning environment. Please join me in congratulating Adeline Weingardner, Lacey Lewis, Kea Lancy, Hayden Galoni, Chloe Woodford, and Serena Stevens as outstanding online learners.
And I'm the yearbook advisor. The 8th grade members of the yearbook club this year are Michaela Bennett, Maya Wright, and Hannah Beresford. They're organized, dependable, and always willing to help. You guys can come on up. Their contributions helped to make the yearbook a success this year, and they're actually multiple year members, and they've been wonderful. I'm going to miss them greatly. Also, thank you parents for supporting the yearbook throughout the year. With your support, we were able to provide a back-to-school breakfast for the teachers. At the end of the week, during the first grading period, these ladies put together a special treat and a motivational, inspirational message to all the middle school staff here. We sponsored a Licking Valley Middle School family at Christmas and also provided a treat for the first responders gift bags that we did a few weeks ago. Thank you ladies for all the hard work that you have put in, and I miss you greatly. I'm sure you'll do great things in this school.
Hello, my name is Erin Fee, and it is my honor to recognize the members of the 8th grade members of our middle school Renaissance team. It is our task as a Renaissance team to do our best to create a positive climate and culture in this building. And as with everything else, this year it has been quite a challenge in order to do that. But I will say that I could not be more proud of this team of leaders who have gone above and beyond and been creative and thought outside of the box and worked really hard today to pull off a family fun day before the rain hit, and I think it's safe to say that we all had fun. So congratulations to these members: Hannah Beresford, Avi Conley, Sam Cooperrider, Jacqueline Geisler, Abby Glancy, Marissa Graham, Daisy Hartbarger, Evan Lichtenauer, Coulter Little, Gavin Parks, Brock Watson, Ellie Wells, and Avery Williams. Thank you.
Sherry Johnston asked me to step in for her tonight due to illness. I had a very small part of Girls in Progress this year, and there was a dedicated group of girls who worked on self-esteem and exploring positive impacts all around them. And I'd like to call these girls up, please. Oh, and also they made blankets for foster homes. Olivia Gensler, Cheyenne Hadaway, Samantha Moore, Maya Prince, Lily Moyers, Maya Sensabaugh, and Brianna Sloan. Sorry, I forgot one person, Diana Turner.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Berge. I'm now the art teacher here at the middle school. We've had a great year in art. It's been a little bit challenging here and there, but it's been awesome. We've overcome like all the weird rules of movie stuff. But I what I would consider like 8th grade level. They've really pushed their art, and they've shown also leadership skills in helping others. And they've also become I've started a National Art Honor Society for the middle school, and they are part of that group and have been very crucial in becoming leaders and have agreed to help jump back up for next year and maybe help out a little bit more with that group. So I would like to have Hannah Beresford and Lacey Lewis come up, please.
When this year started, I didn't think we'd be able to do an 8th grade trip. I really didn't know. For the last 10 years, we've had the extreme pleasure of placing a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown. Thanks to the leadership and the administration and school board, their support, we were able to pull off an 8th grade trip this year. Probably the only school in the state of Ohio that did something like that, and a lot of you sitting in here were on that trip. So. About that is everybody here, the staff here, everybody here, one of the things we think is so important are honoring our veterans. And placing a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown is the ultimate way of showing that devotion. Well, we held on as long as we could. And we weren't able to do it because, you know, they canceled on us. But we didn't want to give up there, so we placed a wreath at another national cemetery, and this year we placed it at Antietam National Cemetery. The process is difficult. We had 19 applicants out of the student body. There's 4 teachers, Ms. Morehouse, myself, Mrs. Shields, and Mrs. Lang go through the process. They go through an essay, application, interview, and then a final project. And in the end, we picked, and it's very, very difficult to pick. They're great kids. All of them are great kids. But we picked 6. Out of that 6, Michaela Bennett, Allie Conaway, Marissa Graham, Hannah Beresford, Jacqueline Geisler, Isabella Wells, and they represented your school and your community very well. These were our instruments.
In the spirit of everybody introducing themselves, I'm Scott Berry, I'm the principal, and I clearly lied to you that you'd be out here at 8 o'clock. But what I don't apologize for is bragging on these students. So if it takes a little bit more time, we're going to take all the time we need. Now, to Jody and Mitch, one of the joys that I have as a principal is I get to see students grow from grades 6th, 7th, and 8th. Some of our language arts teachers only get them in 8th grade. I can assure you, ladies, Andrew has never lacked vocabulary. He called me handsome tonight. And I love it. We are getting close to wrapping up. Some attendance awards. We did have 2 students that achieved perfect attendance through thick and thin. And it was a tough year to do that. I want to recognize Carson Prouty and Samuel Busey. It is always a breath of fresh air when your perfect attendance people are here too. The Ohio High School Athletic Association, as part of their ongoing program to encourage sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity, allow each high school and each middle school to award a male and female student athlete the Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award. This award is given to a young lady and a gentleman that best personify the characteristics of sportsmanship, teamwork, and leadership in interscholastic competition. While also maintaining high academic achievement, the student athletes selected should also be leaders at school, in the community, and serve as role models to others. The 2021 recipients of the Ohio High School Athletic Association Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award are Michaela Bennett and Evan Rickenau. Likewise, the Ohio High School Athletic Association, in partnership with the National Federation of High School Athletics, also allows us to award annually what's called the Athletic Award of Excellence. This is a male and female student athlete selected for the Award of Excellence. They should display sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity, while also demonstrating great athletic excellence and high athletic achievement on the field of play. They should work tirelessly and be dedicated in their athletic pursuits in season and out, while at the same time they should maintain a positive attitude and be a positive presence in the school community. The 2021 recipients of the Athletic Award of Excellence are Avery Williams and Camden Walker. It was ethics and integrity he did not choose. The final award that we give is what's called the Best Citizen Award. These students are selected by their teachers and other staff that work with them daily. Yes, they are all high academic achievers, but more importantly, they go above and beyond daily to serve others, and quite honestly, they make the journey better for all of us. They make this place better for their present. I would ask you to hold your applause until they come up here. And to these students that I'm going to name, yes, your parents already know, but you don't. Chloe Marsati. Michaela Bennett. Hannah Beresford. Samuel Busick, Rachel Gans, Jacqueline Geisler, Marissa Graham, Daisy Anna Hardbarger, Emily Higgins, Evan Lichtenauer, Elsa Shaw, Carson Smale, Brock Watson, Isabella Wells, Avery Williams, and Logan Williams. All richly deserved. One more hand for our best citizens. Just a reminder, when we are done, there are cookies out here for parents. When we go into the cafeteria, your titles are in there for each and every one of you, a gift. And is Mrs. Every here? Mrs. Every deserves a round of applause. She does those individually for everybody. You'll have plenty of time to take pictures and everything. So now is that time. But before I say goodbye to you, tomorrow marks your last day here. But Friday marks the last day for 4 unbelievable educators that are retiring. 3 of them are with us. Mrs. Unthanier, Mrs. Goodflesh, and Mrs. Lawrence. Please stand. Mr. Wills is the 4th one. You may have a seat real quick. Mr. Wills is the 4th one. And I'm not dumb enough to talk about age, but between the 4 of them, we lose 129 years of teaching experience Friday afternoon. They have served our community, they have served your children, and in some cases, they have served you and different generations very, very well, and we are grateful for what they've done. Students, to say your middle school experience was unique would be a great understatement. In the chaos, in the turmoil, the start-stop, the here, not here, this role, that role, over the past 15 months, you've lived a lot of life, more than you needed to. You didn't sign up for it, but all you did was you kept coming back and you kept doing exactly what we asked you to do. What I am most proud of you, of all of you about us, is during all that and in that pandemic, during that 15 months, you've won numerous art competitions and music awards. You've won unbelievable amount of athletic honors and league championships. You've created a new chapter that I had always hoped that we could get, and you did it. A new chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and you built the foundation that will serve our students well into the future. You've done unbelievable, and Mrs. Stafford talked about 412 of them. Just kidding. But you guys, between that and all the other organizations, you've done countless service organization projects. You've served and delivered thousands of pounds of food to people here and elsewhere, people you'll never know, whose lives you touched. All because you put yourself aside, and during a pandemic, you simply decided to make the world a better place. That's why we take an 8th grade trip. And yes, we were the only school in the state of Ohio. That's why we have an in-person celebration of excellence when other people don't. It's because of you. And it's, to be honest, it's the reason why, as of tomorrow at 2:18, I truly will miss being your principal. And I mean it. You guys have dealt with things none of us should have had to deal with, especially when you're 13 and 14 years old. You don't need any advice from me, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to give it. Okay, we're almost done. In an unbelievable conversation and in sharing of writings, Diana Turner reminded me of why we do what we do. And it's the specialness of the journey. And you've passed the test, and it's time for you to take the next step in the journey. And that's hard for people like us, because we're no longer a daily part of it. It's hard for your parents, because this is a first for some of them, this is a last for some of them. Bear with them, be patient. Okay? Three pieces of advice. Number one, when people ask me why in 32 years do I still love doing what I do and spending all my waking hours with young people, I say this. Because young people are slow to hate and quick to forgive. Never lose that quality. Deeply and desperately needed in the world in which we're in today. Never lose your sense of wonder. If you were on bus 2, you're a rock star, because that was my bus and we're the best. But all 4 buses will tell you this.
Mr. Berry, bus 1 is the best.
No, it isn't. I want his award. The greatest thing, I love that trip, but so much of that trip that my lasting memories are Devil's Den, because the climbing on rocks, and bus 2, you parents, you were right there with them. Never lose that sense of wonder. There are times that we need to be cautious in life and dip our toe in the water to see how cold it is. There's other times you just jump in. Never lose that sense of wonder. Ever. When you're 14 or when you're 40 or when you're 80. Never. Have that zest for life. And remember this. In this world, people are mostly good. If you look for the bad in people, I promise you, you will find bad in anyone. But if you look hard enough, there's good in there too. People are mostly good. So I close with this, from the words of a saint. As you go through this life, you will find that some people can be unreasonable, mean-spirited, self-centered, and undeserving of your forgiveness. Forgive them anyway. If you're kind, if you are compassionate, if you are friendly, some people may accuse you of having ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are honest and you are trusting, people may cheat you and take advantage of you. Be honest and trustworthy anyway. If in this life you find peace, if you find happiness, if you find joy, people will be jealous of you and people will hate you for it. Find peace and happiness anyway. All the good you do today, all the accomplishments you've had, may be forgotten and disregarded tomorrow. Do good anyway. That was a great pep. If you give the world and the people in it your absolute best, this is a fact. Some, it will never be enough. Give your best anyway. For you see, in the end, it really is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. Always do your best. To the class of 2025, good luck. God bless. Thank you for being who you are, and good night.